What's up guys, welcome back to another video. We're here today at Specific Westmount for once again another treatment session, but today we have a very special guest, and joined alongside me we have Jacqueline. So she's going to be introducing herself and telling you guys a little bit about who she is and what she does.
Hey guys, my name is Jacqueline Simoneau. I'm a two-time Olympian and podiatric medicine student. I competed in the Rio 2016 Olympic Games and the Tokyo 2021 Olympic Games in the sport of artistic swimming.
So today basically what we're going to do, we're going to treat her, we're going to see what's going on, and I'm going to see how I can help her recover from injury or whatever it is that we're working with. So we'll do that now. Okay, so you can start standing up for me.
Yep. And
turn face the other way. Tell me, put your feet together. Tell me what, what's the problem, like why you needed the treatment in the first place. Touch your toes.
So I've been doing a lot of gym this week, and I've taken a couple of weeks off.
One more time. You've been doing a lot of what, sorry?
A lot of gym training this week, so I'm preparing for my physical testing.
Okay.
So essentially there's just a lot of tightness in my right arm, bicep, elbow area, forearm, / traps, and my quads are definitely in need of like a deep tissue massage.
Good. Go on your back, please. So the whole right arm, that just feels really tight?
Yeah.
You don't have any pain or discomfort or anything?
There was a lot of pain and discomfort in the elbow / bicep and kind of extensor muscles.
Okay.
But it's kind of gone away.
Okay.
I've been massaging it.
Okay, nice. Nice.
It's not the same as a treatment.
So you're gonna lift your right arm up, straight ahead. And how's that feel? Is there any pain in the bicep or arm or anything?
Kind of like it's a blockage, but mostly probably because of muscle tension here.
Right in the like the shoulder joint area?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Try on the other side. How about that? I feel better than that, the other one?
Yeah. There's still a little bit of blockage, but it's just because it's tightness.
Okay. Tightness in the back of the shoulder again?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Here. Go to the outside. Cool. I'll have you stand up. You're gonna go like this with your arm. Nope, in front. And I'm basically gonna apply a pressure. I want you to let me go through the range of motion, but resist it a little bit. You know what I mean? That hurt?
Nope.
Push against me. She's like, I'm made of steel.
Fine.
Same on the other side. Okay, good. How's the balancing being a student and an athlete?
This is my first time being a full-time student and an athlete.
Okay.
I've always been a student athlete, but never a full-time student.
Never full-time? Okay.
And especially in in this type of program. So it's actually a fun challenge.
It's a fun challenge?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a very good way of looking at it.
I'm going to school in my second language too, so I have a lot more respect now for people.
Oh, in French? You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So it's truly impressive. I mean, people who study in their second, third, fourth languages.
It's tough, huh?
It was a huge adaptation in the beginning, but now I've definitely gotten used to it.
So right now I'm just trying to release her pec. There's a bit of muscle tension here, like on her shoulder. That's what I noticed. So I'm just trying to kind of get a little release going here. And we get the treatment started, we get it rolling. When you were training for the 2021 Tokyo, what was the schedule like? Was it like 2 times a day?
Yeah, so I'd go to the pool at 7:30 in the morning, sometimes 8 depending on the schedule.
Okay.
We'd start off with an hour and a half gym session.
Okay.
And then we'd hop in the pool, do a swimming workout, and then practice synchro stuff until noon. And then from noon to 2, you'd have...
Working out from 7 to noon, no breaks?
We'd have a snack break. So our coach would always bring food on the side of the pool, and we'd have little breaks here and there.
Okay.
And then 12 to 2, we'd have lunch break, physio treatment, massage, school. And then 2 to 3, we'd have gym again, or 2 to 3:30.
Oh my
So if
God.
we do like Olympic weightlifting in the morning, we'd do a cardio session in the afternoon, or gym. We'd always switch it up, so you'd always have at least one cardio and one sort of strength or Pilates session.
Okay, I see.
And then we're back in the water from 3:30 to 6. At the INS, at least, we're well equipped to keep our bodies intact too. Like after training at 6, we'd have either hot and cold baths, or I don't know if you're familiar with the Normatec
Yeah, I actually am. I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're super cool.
They're amazing. So Norma, short.
Yeah.
Norma is a lifesaver.
Yeah.
When traveling.
What is going through your mind when you're about to perform and during the performance?
I think it depends on what kind of phase of your career you're in. So the beginning part, for my first Olympics, for instance, I wasn't exactly stressed per se, but you're really a lot more performance oriented in your mind. Like you're focused on your corrections and what you have to fix in your routines,
Okay, I see.
activating certain muscles and really being in that performance on demand mindset.
Yeah.
Whereas with more experience comes on my second Olympics, my body just knows what it has to do. So I could be thinking about dinner and
really?
performing because my body is just trained to do.
So you put in so much preparation work that it's at the point where it's automatic, basically.
Exactly.
Okay, interesting.
I'm hoping so. Before the Rio Olympic Games, I had a tendonitis on the top of my foot, and that got me out of sport for a couple months before my Olympic Games qualifiers. And that introduced me to like medicine and podiatry, and so I knew I wanted to go into that domain. And so I'd kind of like to return back into the sporting world in a different type of capacity.
I like it.
But that feels a lot looser, by the way.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta. Is that okay?
That's great. It's actually a really good spot. There's a nice map there.
So tell me about one of your past experiences then.
So we often travel to the Japan Open for the World Series events, and sometimes we don't always have in the past we didn't used to have any therapist with us, so we'd get treated by some of the Japanese therapists who don't speak a word of English.
Oh no.
Or a word of French.
Oh no.
And it's actually amazing the amount of things you could actually understand by floating out and be like hurt. And so they come and they massage it, and then they go up and they raise your arm like, oh, tight. Like, yes, tight.
They say tight?
Yeah. And my Japanese sucks. I only know like good morning, thank you, and whatnot.
Yeah.
I wish it was better, but it's still amazing. You can still treat. The first Olympic Games, we had everybody in the stands, and it was in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, and the stands were packed. My event was actually one of the first events of the Olympics to be sold out, and you felt it as soon as you walked out, and you just walk out and you see this crowd of people. And I mean, before that, how it works at least in the Olympics for most sports is that you have your warm-up area, and then you have a kind of a last call room, and then a final last call room. You don't really see anybody, you don't see anything on TV, you don't see the public before you go out and compete. And then for the first time when you go out and see all of that, it's crazy. It's a lot to take in because your mind is just so focused.
Yeah.
And then for a split second, you kind of just have to allow yourself to take that in.
You're like, wow,
and
this
then
is
go
amazing.
back. Yeah. And then go back to focusing.
What do you do to like combat that pressure though? Like, is there something, because there's no way that, I mean, maybe this is like innate in you and you don't feel that as pressured as most people, and that's one of the reasons you're an athlete of this caliber, but like, what do you do to, once you're at that, you feel that pressure, is there any like tools, strategies that you're kind of like, okay, let me breathe or something to like, or is there something that you resort to in those situations?
Yeah, definitely. So I'll always remember my first World Championships. It was in Barcelona, and they love their soccer there, so they put a pool in the middle of their soccer field, and those stands I think held nearly 80,000 people. Wow. And at that point I was young on the team. I was 15 going into my first senior World Champs, and
oh my God.
Seeing the crowd, it could definitely distract you. And one of my teammates said, Jack, you just focus on the simple things. And I'm like, well, what's simple? And simple is, like you mentioned, I mean, focusing on your breath, but also focusing on the task at hand. So for me, it was performing my routine. Yeah. And even if that, you could break that down to steps. I want to accomplish these 3 things during my routine, whether that be a spin. So just changing your mindset and your focus onto something that's in your control definitely helped me narrow that down and block out the stress.
All right, so that concludes the treatment for today. I worked on a little bit of her shoulder, her bicep there. We loosened up a lot of tension and got really deep into the quads there. So Jackie, how do you feel?
Great, a lot looser. My right arm feels ready and recharged to start a new week of gym and training.
Let's do it. Perfect.